Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Digimon Ghost Game episodes 24 and 25. So, jumping right into episode 24, we've got an interesting dynamic between the Monster of the Week Digimon and sort of the victim here. Like the primary victim. We've got like a weird stalker situation, which is neat, where a Digimon shows up in the real world and inhabits like a little robot, because don't forget, Digimon Ghost Game is in like the near future. So it inhabits like this little robot, befriends a kid, becomes obsessed with the kid, and believes that they are in love with him. And so they go out of their way to experiment on humans in an attempt to transform those humans into the same Digimon they are. And all of like the body transformation stuff in this is really cool and really like unsettling. Like a kid's arm just turns into vines, right? Or their legs, or if you're Kyoshiro, your arm and both of your legs. And it's really unsettling, and like they did a good job of sort of like everything about it, like the way you just sort of get wrapped up, like the needle they used to like drop the liquid that turns you into this vine creature is cool. The Digimon, what is it, Ajitaramon? Ajitaramon? I don't remember. I'm not all that familiar with them. I knew when they got released. I think it was on the Pendulum Z or in the Vital Bracelet. They have a really cool design. I really like it a lot, and the way they fought in this episode was really cool too. And the way they were really overpowering our main cast was good. Like, we're at a point where Digimon are really strong, and so like a lot of the times to win, they need to team up. And even when they team up, they don't win. Like they don't. It's not often that they actually get a full-on victory and defeat a Digimon. In this episode, what is it? Simbar Angoramon, Battle Gamamon, Tesla Jellymon are triple teaming a Jataramon, knock it back, and then it gets right back up. It's obviously hurt, but it's not defeated. And so we got like some neat fights there. And then at the end, Ajitaramon confronts the kid. I don't remember his name. I apologize. This is after we see her creepy stalker photo collection of him. She confronts him and is like, all right, I am in love with you. I'm going to turn you into a Digimon like me, and it'll be perfect. And he's like, no, I don't want to. Like, just go back to how you were. We were fine. But her obsession won't allow that. And so instead of, like, if she can't turn him into an Ajataramon, like her, she decides to turn herself human. So she takes the little needle things that she's been giving to the humans, it's like a different colored one, injects herself, and tries to turn herself human. And it doesn't go well. Like, the scene is really good where she's just like, she has like a weapon. It's like, okay, humans don't have that. She has like a shield. The humans don't have this. And she's just like tearing parts of her off while like the vine like bits are like decaying and just dropping off. And it's really unsettling, and like the way she looks at the very end before she basically dies because the injection she gave herself did not work is creepy and off-putting. And just a really, it's not a great episode. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. I just think the weird stalker element was done pretty well. Obviously, you're not going to get a whole lot with, like, you have a creepy stalker character like this, you're not going to get like a whole lot of like I didn't expect them to be rehabilitated here. Like, they've gone too far, right? But at the same time, at the end of the episode, I like when all the cast is like looking over this kid. Gosh, I wish I remember his name. And they're like, oh, I wonder how he's doing. We'll have to keep an eye on him for a while, as he looks sadly at the now like dead robot just sitting outside. Like, it makes you wonder, like, just if they weren't so obsessed, like, this could have been a new character, like with a new Digimon. Which I don't know if we'll actually get like a new human character with a partner Digimon in this show, but like if things had just gone just slightly different, like we could have had like a really good relationship here. But yeah, that was a good episode. I liked it a lot. Episode 25. Now this was a really good episode. Where do I want to start? Okay, so basically, a rich blonde man who, I don't know if other people that watch these videos will know the show, but he looked and kind of reminded me of, what was it, Tokichi Toa from 1 Ounce, is inviting people to his company to be like, to sample products and basically be advertisers or something like that. But he's actually a vampire, and he bites into them, and he turns the people he invites into vampires. Cool. And he's got like a whole team where it's him, who we later learn is Myotismon. He's got like a second guy with him who is like Matadormon. He's got a dog that is, what is his name? Sangloopmon. And then he has Dracmon from like episode 3. And so he's got like this whole group with him. He invites Ruri because she is popular online, so he invites her. And they also know that she has a Digimon, because they have like been stalking her, keeping an eye on her. And so they invite her. They try and like talk to her about it. Dracmon tries to suck her blood, at which point Myotismon just kills him. And this is the worst part of the episode, in my opinion, and like where I feel like they really dropped the ball. They set Dracmon up to return. He finally returns, and then he just dies at the halfway point of this episode. Like, it feels really anticlimactic. Like, when Clockmon returned, even though I don't like the ending of that episode and how, like, he just snapped his fingers and now he's fine with humans, that return episode was really good, and it was all about him, and it was exciting. And it's one of my favorite episodes of this show. So, Dracmon, they set him up to return. He finally returns. He's dead. It just really fell flat and felt really disappointing. But anyway, so we got Myotismon, Matadormon, Sangloopmon, and then everybody shows up and we got a fight. Angormon, he got beat up by Sangloopmon. He's out of commission. Jellymon digivolves, attacks Myotismon, gets knocked out one hit. She's done. And so we've got Myotismon, who is just like trying to build like, he's trying to conquer. He's trying to build like a vampire society, right? Like he goes on this like speech about how in the human world vampires are just fiction, and how this world is run by humans, and he's very above it all and thinks that no, I'm a vampire. I am going to rule. I'm superior. I'm going to take over. I'm going to turn people into vampires, and I'm going to make this my world. And Matadormon and Sangloopmon are just there to be like a part of it. And so the final fight is Myotismon basically doing like a show, being like, all right, this is going to be my, like, I'm going to rule. You two just sit down and watch. And so he's doing really well. He is beating Betelgeumamon quite easily. He has like an interesting attack that he does on Betelgeumamon, which then makes every bit of damage that Betelgeumamon takes affect Hero. So Betelgeumamon's getting attacked, Hero's getting hurt, and we get the moment where Betelgeumamon's eyes turn black and he's about to turn into Gulus, which is interesting because I don't think up until this point we've had something like this. Like, can Betel do like a slide evolution into Gulus Gamamon? We don't know, because Hero sort of talks him down and we get his ultimate. What is it? Canon Weissmon? He looks great. The actual fight between him, Canon Weissmon and Myotismon was not much. Like, Canon Weissmon does an attack. Myotismon is able to sort of hold it back for a second and then just gets obliterated. But he's cool. His design's great. His attack that he used was neat looking. I just wish we had got a bit more of a proper fight with it. But it was cool. And then Matadormon and Sangloopmon just take off because it's like, okay, this is the vampire world you were trying to build. You just lost to these kids. We're gone. So they leave. So I don't know if they'll come back at some point. I don't know what they would do, but if they do come back, I hope it's not as unsatisfying as what happened with Dracmon. But yeah, those are those 2 episodes. 24, pretty good. 25, really good. It was nice to see Myotismon again. I think seeing Digimon with human forms in this show is neat. Because it's only been a few, I think, right? Oh gosh, I don't remember his name, but like the Red Devil guy. I don't even think he had a human form. He just had clothes. And then we had, oh my god, what's the spider woman Digimon? Arukenimon. Like, she had her human form, which was the one from O2, which was neat. But it's neat to see, like, Myotismon must have been here for a while. He had, like, this whole company. So I'm interested in that. I don't know if they've brought that up, like, how long Digimon have been coming over to this world. But it's clearly been a while. But yeah, good episodes. I'm looking forward to the next 2. I'm looking forward to 10 episodes of waiting for Jellymon and Angoramon to get their ultimates, and then them not to get them until like episode 40 probably. But yeah, good episodes. I enjoyed them a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.